As you know, our governor just recently shut everything down here again in California for safety reasons as we see a spike in the coronavirus. The problem is it's causing so much anxiety for so many people. I've talked to so many people the last few months who really are petrified by this virus, who've not left home hardly at all. I've talked to a person who has rarely even left their room during this pandemic. It's caused a lot of fear, a lot of anxiety in people's lives. I think we should, instead of just cower in fear over this pandemic, now would be a good time for us to really stop and take stock of our lives. Where are we in our relationship with Jesus Christ? Are we growing closer to Him, which we can do even during this pandemic? Are we drifting farther away from Him? Or are we just kind of drifting aimlessly, whether intentionally or unintentionally? It's a time for us to reflect upon where are we going and what is happening to us during this time of quarantine. To steer or navigate a boat, you point the bow. That's the pointy end. You point the bow in the direction that you're headed. And to change directions, you need to change which way that bow is pointed. What is the direction of our lives? Where is our bow pointed right now? Are we drawing closer to the Lord? We can do that quite nicely, even during a time of quarantine, by increasing our prayer time, by saying a rosary every day or 2 rosaries every day, and staying in contact with like-minded Christians through Zoom or other social media. These are the things that we can do to make sure our life is moving closer to Him, even if we have a grave concern about coming out, attending services, even on the lawn on Sunday, or coming and going to confession. We can, even during this time, draw closer to the Lord. In fact, it might be a good time to do that because we have less distractions. We have less things that we call busyness that are pulling us away. We have more time to reflect upon, are we getting closer to Him? As we go through this very difficult time, and we have no idea how long it's going to last. It may be with us for quite some time. We need to put in place those things to make sure that our lives are pointed in the direction towards God. Because if we do not, we will either drift aimlessly without much purpose, or we will fall away from Him. If we're not actively trying to get closer to Him, we will indeed fall backwards. It's so easy to do. It's so easy to be complacent. We see that in the terms of the number of people that come to Mass or even watch our live stream Masses on Facebook or on YouTube. We need to, during this time of pandemic, try to really assess our lives. And I believe there are 3 questions that we need to ask. 3 essential questions. I brought them up before, and let me do it one more time. First, are we drawing closer to Him through our prayer life, through our contact with like-minded Christians? Or are 2, we falling away from Him? Or 3, are we doing nothing and we're just out there drifting? The choice is yours. The time is now. God bless you. You are in my thoughts and in my prayers.